I think so.
There has to be a reason why you banned the Phoveus willy-nilly. I don't know. Or there's still so many XP laners.
I would not mind a 1-1 from Benicuti, honestly. But that, again, that's a lot of gold going into... with this current draft right now, it feels like it should be a fighter gold lane. Because you have the Kimmy, obviously can clear very well.
Kimmy's halfway. Kimmy's halfway.
Been halfway.
She doesn't need that much farm. She would be good with it, but I think they can still afford a 1-1.
We'll see that. See if a 1-1 can make it. High loss is locked in. So that's a track new hero, 100%. And it's a Bane.
Bane, I think, falls closer to a Harith in terms of what kind of gold laner it is. But, you know, technically it is a fighter.
It's a fighter.
Yep, so they close up with an Edith. Wow, it's been a hot minute.
Andy, we've seen Zyda play it before, so you know it's one of his favorite heroes. And also, Benicuti getting the Bane again. And mind you, we saw the synergy between the Yuzhong and the Kimmy. It's undefeated right now in terms of hero synergy. What do we think about Game 2's draft here, Redmark?
All right, so the same thing for every Bane game. No matter how good the early to mid game of Team Liquid Philippines is, are you ready for when Benicuti gets that Holy Crystal and most likely the Lightning Crusher second item, depending on what he's deciding to go for? Because that's always the inevitable power spike when you have that Bane. So they will try to take control of the early game with putting pressure through the Yuzhong. They can somewhat be okay with letting Benicuti just be somewhat not too freely farming, just temper it a little bit.
Yeah, and it's actually the debut pick for the Edith this season. We did discuss that it's not entirely new to us, but I guess I was really surprised about it showing up right now. But Zyda, that's the more surprising part.
You can hear the crowd. Zyda, I don't know. It doesn't matter who's playing it. Whenever they see a Fanny, you get a first blood. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, just about we said them putting pressure on the EXP lane.
Yeah, good thing TNC countered back. That's not how you want to start when you're up against a Fanny. I mean, it's not like it's going to be like, oh, GG, no way Team Liquid is going to make a comeback from this, but that's not how you want to start things off against a Fanny, against an iconic Fanny. The last time we saw this, he went perfect, no deaths, and got an MVP performance with it.
It's just something about... It's something about the hero Fanny, you know. There's not that many junglers left competitively around the world that will pick it up and have the confidence to bring it in this situation. Again, it's only game 2 in a best of 7, but if somehow you get a better start here than what TNC had in the game 1, that's the best case scenario. They're blitzing this turtle though. Yeah. I don't think JP is going to be able to do much, and it looks like this is going to TNC unless...
Oh, can Carl even actually catch up? 3 bars just going to block the way. JP2 will be falling down. Sanford already using the Primal Wrath. Yep. But TNC don't want to fight. They just actually want to take the turtle.
Yeah, great discipline to not go for even more kills. Again, this is Zyda on a Fanny in Broken Walls. For the longest time, we always thought never play Fanny in Broken Walls. It's going to be way too tough, but he just looks comfortable with it. It doesn't feel like that there are broken walls on the map with it in his hand. He tried to time the entry perfectly. He still got the turtle. TNC Pro Team, they can just continue snowballing through here now.
Yep, and what's happening here is Benicuti able to just go ahead and do his thing. You know, he can farm up, got a little bit of extra gold over there, and we all know that that's a timing thing for this Bane. Definitely going for that Holy Crystal. Once he has that, he'll be a big burst of damage right now. Zyda mostly.
Wow.
Archer Pulse thrown out, but JP is trying to go ahead and put some pressure here on Zyda. We know that they can't fall behind because the minute that they fall behind, TLPH did this in the previous game too. They'll put pressure. Whoa, Sanji's going to flicker out defensively. Good usage of the Glorious Pathway.
Yeah. It's a bit too obvious that Team Liquid might want to start playing or rotating a bit more aggressively. But TNC are just too quick to react as well. They have enough ways to stop you in your tracks if ever they wanted to. Imagine that. Just with the Glorious Pathway, the flicker was forced out of Sanji.
Yeah, and the Retribution of Carl TNC2. That was the most expensive reaction to a Glorious Pathway ever. Yeah. With barely anything happening in the map at that point. So that was a great call by Chapley to drop the ultimate down, already up to the Heptaseas for Zyda. Doesn't have a significant lead over Carl TZ. Oh, no, wait. Oh, wow. Zyda, bro.
look, even we don't get to react on time with the amount of speed that Zyda's using this Fanny with.
If Lancy is Luna, Zyda is Fanny.
It's Vanny. And, you know, the crowd knows it too over here on this side of TNC. That's going to give them an opportunity to just take this second turtle. Not sure if Oheb and JP want to do anything. They're getting the information, but yeah, it's just another objective in the hands of TNC. Great start for them. You're 2-0 on the Fanny. Zyda scaling up really well. He's going to go for Oheb.
Oh, now he wants Oheb. Cutthroat already committed. Deadly catch as well. Does
he's gonna
Oheb
go.
get to dodge this? He doesn't! And now Zyda still goes in. AOG committed by JP, and they get to save Oheb.
Yeah, don't run Wolf King. Second skill, saved himself with it. Good thing they weren't able to give another kill there to Zyda. If that was another kill for Zyda, that would have been even bad news, because that means that's both side lanes already losing for Team Liquid Philippines.
Which is interesting, because when you look at this, yeah, he's got kills, but Carl Teasy's doing an okay job at keeping things even against Zyda here in terms of economy. He's already got his first item as well, Hunter Strike, and then, of course, Zyda's doing a lot of damage because he's got that Blade of Hephaestus working the next. And there you go, Benny Cutie now has the Holy Crystal. That's a big item pickup for him.
Decided to rush it. Doesn't care about the fact that a little bit of movement speed, you know, some basic boots goes well for the main. No, just go straight for the Holy Crystal. It's fine. You don't need to pack boots.
You're already fast.
You're already fast.
When you're drinking.
Yeah, you drink your ale, you go faster. I wish real life was like that.
I mean, it could, depending on, you know, depending on what you're drinking.
Sip water would get that.
Sip water,
That'll make you get fast.
Yeah, that's how you stay hydrated, Redmar. You know, stay hydrated with sip. But yeah, that's what they're gonna do. The next turtle too, he might even rotate to the other side of the map for that last turtle, just because, you know, locking in that item gives him a big burst damage, and you can play into this. I think part of this too is, yeah, you can see Carl Teasy, he's doing fine. I think he's turned into a point where he's like, let me just farm up and do my thing.
Honestly, that's one of the most surprising parts, because this is one of considerably the best starts you could have against Liquid. Denying them of the first 2 turtles, which I think we've pointed out multiple times whenever we try to discuss the keys to victory. But now Sanford, he might have a bit more tools to deal with these potential pick-off attempts. But what he doesn't know is that there are actually 3 members waiting for him at that spot. So he has absolutely no way out of it. Black Dragon form, does 3-mark commit? He's just gonna zone them out.
Yeah, he already used the Petrify. Right now, I'm not really seeing the vision as to why they go ahead and pick up the Edith. Zyda gets clipped a little bit by Carl Teasy there in the bottom lane. Retribution still active for both. TNC needs to slow this down because Carl Teasy gets to steal it. Look at Jack, no.
Ooh, but if they could get another kill, then they might not be the option. Sanji nearly got to take the kill on Lancy, but somehow he's still alive. Benny Cutie though, they have to avoid this deadly catch. Carl Teasy has nowhere to run.
I told you, Benny's gonna join the fight for the 3rd turtle, and he aggressively flickered forward for Carl Teasy.
This has been the story for TNC Pro Team. Their side lanes have been more active and have been felt more in the map, and with Fanny leading the charge. Look at Zyda again. Ooh. Sanford in the bottom lane getting pressured.
Oh no, Sanford.
1v3 once again. Primal Wrath already used. He has the flicker too, so he'll probably be safe. AOG, but he doesn't get to land it in the right spot.
Oh, everything just being thrown out here on both sides. Sanford actually able to use the Primal Wrath and survive this time. I think he's tired of getting just beat up in the side of the lane, but he's gonna have to deal with it for a little longer. It's now up for TNC. I'd say this has been going great for them. They've got a nice little bit of a lead. They need to start getting some space on the map to work with. This next Lord comes up in about a minute.
Yeah, at this point, it's TNC's ball to drop. Because Team Liquid Philippines, they're waiting for the Carl Teasy timer. They're waiting for their Yi and Shin to be really farmed up. It's going to take a long time, but that's why you pick up the Edith. That's why you pick up the Ruby. You pick up 2 very static, very slow, but lane-holding side laners to give a little bit more room for Carl Teasy in the jungle. One of the main reasons, though, why this plan is going to get delayed is because of that kill Benny Cutie got onto Carl in the last major sequence that we saw. So good use of the flicker, the fact that he went all the way from the top lane to the bottom lane. Benny Cutie knows the timings of this Bane very well.
Yeah, that's why Zyda finally got to overtake Carl in terms of EXP. Possibly even a lot more gold now. Oh,
Burn?
the retreat! Oh, that wasn't even the retreat!
That was just a burn, burn from the...
Lethal ignition.
The lethal ignition, yes.
That's lethal. That's what they do.
It's so tough. I've seen two Varsas struggle
You're right.
in 2 days,
Yeah.
and I am not feeling good about it.
Okay, well, TLPH isn't feeling good about how things are going either. Right now, they're going to have to make a decision. Do we actually contest this? As JP is just taking everything, he's got to be careful. He's less than half health. He's going to go ahead and regen up, but TNC, they don't have a clear take for this while Zyda grabs his buffs. That's the priority here. It would be amazing if TLPH is somehow able to take this, given how everything has gone for the past 4 minutes or so. It's going to be up to them to just decide, do we actually want to contest it? And I think it's up to TLPH also to turn this game in their favor. Who's going to be able to do that? Probably this is where we have to see JP and Sanford pull something up their sleeves here.
But will they actually have the damage?
Yeah, and Benny's here too. They have to worry about Benny. Fremar already using the Dragon Core. Oh no, Carl! Using his trace limit out. Zyda finds him! They get to secure the kill. And one more. AOG right in front of Benny Cutie just to punish him right there. But that's what they'll get. A 1-for-2 trade. And losing Carl was not what they wanted.
Everyone did their job perfectly from the side of TNC Pro Team. Fremar especially, the two-man Furious Dive, Petrify. Zyda uses the ultimate on the Little Wanderer.
Yeah, clearly that was supposed to be Sanji, but Fremar though he gets to walk away from this Lancy 2. Won't go down.
Go for the Lord. They get this though. They might be able to secure this out. They're going to try to do it.
Oh, they are! But was that the right choice? Oh, I'm jumping in! Might just pick up 2, but the traction pulse, it actually saved Lancy, and Chaknu deals with Sanji all by himself. There goes the I'm offended, but Lancy has to purify.
Look at Lancy, man. That's not Lunox. Oh, that's not Kimmy. That's Lunox with a gun.
Oh man, and it went again. They managed to get the Lord, but they lost a lot out of that too. TLPH able to pick up a couple of kills. TNC, how do they play into this? They already got the tier 1s down. Ideally, they get a tier 2.
Yeah.
But this is going to be tough because of the fact that Zyda and Chaknu went down.
Yeah, the timings of it are off as well. No minion waves in the mid just yet. So they're not clearing up the minions. Team Liquid Philippines are committing bodies up top to stop the Lord. If TNC fast clear mid enough, but no, they can't read the map because Team Liquid Philippines aren't showing themselves. They'll clear it. Minion wave crashing through mid. They might be able to get the top turret though. That might be their saving grace with this Lord push.
See what they get here. TLPH clears out that mid wave. Their goal is to maintain what they can. They just might have to say goodbye to this tier 2. Chaknu pops Conceal. He's going to be stopped in the tracks, though. TLPH will lose that turret, but they'll deal with the Lord here. Deadliest catch into a pathway, but no go.
Yeah.
That's all they get. A tier 1 turret up top.
They get the tier 2 at the bottom as well, though, so they were able to space things out 4-1. That layering of the Glorious Pathway and the Deadly Catch could have been better. Could have been a little bit sharper, but hey, TNC Pro Team, they're not going to complain. They have the lead again. They're still holding on to it, and Team Liquid Philippines still scrambling. Now, though, because of the last sequence, we saw what a big combination Flicker coming in from the Ruby can actually do for Team Liquid Philippines. So if TNC Pro Team get caught out like that again, it's going to be a very expensive team fight for them. They need to watch their spacing. They need to watch out for Oheb's Ruby.
Yeah, and that was just a Flicker, not the I am offended. Don't run Wolf King. So he just tried to put himself in between those two members of TNC who were already really low, but that could also be the I'm offended. So maybe if Team Liquid Philippines start playing this a bit more aggressively, they could potentially find much more favorable pickups, but ideally, you have to have a clear idea of where Benny Cutie is. I feel like Benny Cutie and his sudden burst damage could be the major difference maker in the team fights later on.
And the one that's going to feel that the most and has been feeling that pressure is Sanji. Sanji's such a big component of that damage profile that TLPH has, and a lot of times it's either Zyda or it could be Benny as well that forces him to either end that Feathered Airstrike early or even to go ahead and wings by wings out. That's happened a lot of times. So Sanji, he's the one dealing with the most pressure, I feel like, right now for TLPH in terms of survivability. And that's something they're going to have to work with. Real quick, though, you guys can take a look at this. This is the Infinix GT30 Pro experience victory for every Madlang gamer. Right now, we're getting a good look at Zyda here on the Fanny.
So that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
So this is how you clear minion waves with the Fanny.
Ah, you need finger sleeves.
I never knew just basic
And triggers.
Triggers. Yeah.
Okay, now Lord's up. We're almost 14 minutes in. Zaida, is he gonna go?
Oh,
Jeez.
that's some echo tactics right there.
I was gonna say, good check there. Oh, Chapman.
Oh, the damage seems to be quite enough. Flicker from Sanji, but Zaida's trying to hunt him down, though. He just stays on top of the wall, and Zaida couldn't find him. There goes the counter AOG, forcing out the Purify from Lancy, but 3mar still decides to go in. Zaida too looking for a target, but JP, he couldn't handle the damage.
Oh, he missed.
From Sanford, not gonna be enough. Carl Teasy gets caught as well. One by one, Liquid are falling. Chaknu seems to be the only train can OM handle this all alone. It might be a no. They have to walk away. It's only him and Sanji.
What a bloody fight! They just ignored the Lord and they decided to fight anyway. That's what we're gonna see here. TNC, unfortunately, aren't able to capitalize just yet, but they will start up the Lord.
Yeah, JP got caught out there because he saw the gears turning in Team Liquid Philippines' heads. They wanted to join in. They wanted to fight, but Benny Cutie didn't throw his sharks out just yet. Once the sharks were finally thrown out, that's when Liquid decided to go forward. Sanford missed out the Earth Shatter, there we go. Earth Shatter flicker, and then TNC decided to punish. Sorry, it's too similar to Land Shaker, okay?
I was gonna say.
And then for
The land shakes and shatters.
yeah.
Yes.
Now, again, I asked Liquid, why the Edith? Why not something with a little bit more lockdown? Maybe even why the Ruby? Was the Ruby your answer to the Fanny? It's not really working out. No one's protecting Sanji. No one's protecting Carl Teasy. Zaida is eating good.
Yeah, the way it's a red 3 Ruby pick felt like it was a response to the Fanny. Because they could have run out of options to counter it. But they can't even find the right timings to use those multiple layers of CC. Because Zaida, he's just such a difficult target to catch.
We'll see if they can figure it out here. This might be the moment for TLPH to go ahead and layer down that crowd control if they can. The Lord's gonna go ahead and march in, charge into this bottom base turret of TLPH. They'll lose that one, holding on to the mid and the top. Conceal's gonna be used. Dragon Form pop 2, TNC wants to go.
Okay, JP finds where the other members of TNC are trying to go. Sanji, already caught by the traction pulse, doesn't have the feathered airstrike either, but all they want is to defend the Lord for now. Team Liquid saw it coming. They will probably definitely lose one base turret there.
Yeah, I also appreciate the growth by TNC Pro Team. If this was the regular season, they would have committed that fight heavily, probably lost members, and then suddenly it's a Team Liquid swing, but they stuck to their discipline. Chapnu usually would have just stacked all the way, kept OF all the way back, maybe even go for Sanji under the base turret, but no, he decided to back off. So you see the growth here, you see the discipline, and this comeback from Team Liquid Philippines will really have to come from the fact if they can catch Zaida off guard. I'm not even just looking at Benny and Lancy anymore. They need to somehow find this miraculous start wherein Zaida gets caught out by OHEB and everyone else by Team Liquid. They take the Fanny down right away. Because you got the dude doing things like that. You need this Fanny out if you want to fight properly for Team Liquid. And then after that, then you can think about, okay, what about the Sharks coming out of the Bane? What about 3mar with his Fierce Dive Petrify? You can think about that later. Just take the Fanny out first.
Which is hard to do. I mean, look at his itemization. And not only trying to catch Zaida, but then his itemization. He's got the wings, he's got a Brute Force breastplate.
Yes.
You know, like, and of course the mobility is a factor into actually taking him out too. So a lot, if you look at it that way, it's like TLPH has to give so much just to handle Zaida. And that's like one of the main problems. Benny Cutie is the other one. I don't know how many stacks he has on the Sky Piercer either, but even without it, he's got big damn. Like, he's got the Holy Crystal, Divine Glaive, the Lightning Crushing, and I believe the wings. So he's eating good too. And that's why part of this idea is whether it's Chaknu, whether it's 3mar setting things up, it doesn't matter. They're able to catch someone, and if they kind of feign their engagement with a Glorious Pathway, then it could actually work in their favor. Also, with that kind of lineup, you have such a good advantage when it comes to dealing with this Lord take here. You can see they're going to get the positioning favored for TNC right now.
Did they see him?
Oh, did they see him?
Check the bush.
Okay, so OHEB's actually helping Carl Teasy out here. That's why.
Oh, JP. AOG out. Major resource already committed from Liquid. But Chaknu, is he going to be the target? Carl Teasy. they spot Zaida.
Yep.
They can't fully commit.
Look at that formation. Sanford, Oheb really just standing in front of Carl, TZ, and Sanji together to protect their main sources of damage here. JP still about to come back.
Yeah.
Well, TNC slow things down. They're not going to rush it. They want to get the buffs onto Zaida first. Another thing we should be looking at the next big team fight is how 3mar's going to be using the Yuzong. So far, he hasn't been heavily diving into the backline way too much. He's using the Dragon to threaten, and then he rejoins the other members of TNC when, say, JP or Sanford get too close. Then he uses the Petrify. If he veers off away from that and overcommits onto Sanji and Carl TZ, that might be something TNC wouldn't want to happen.
There's also going to be a push down on that long lane on the other side of the map, and he's going to have to deal with that. Look at this half-health of Lord here. Is TNC able to commit? They'll be backed off of it, though. Angie joined the fight. Primal Wrap pop, too.
Yep, they're trying to burst everything down all at once. Chaco the first of all. People are actually hunting Carl, but who gets the objective? It's still going to be Zaida. Will 3mar be punished, though? AOG committed onto him. Zaida looking for a target. It might be Sanjay next. But there goes the onward from Sanford. This might be the opening for Liquid, but Benny flickers in. Finds the kill on Sanji. Even Oheb, he's making things happen even though they lost Zaida.
Oh my goodness, it's Sanford. He's trying to buy time. The Lord was already secured, and it'll be a triple for Benny Cutie, maybe Bane Cutie.
3 kills, Lord marching in. Daddy and Carl TZ, yes, I called him Daddy, that's his moniker, okay? Trying to defend. This is going to be way too tough. I think this is it. TNC might take it here, unless
something can happen here. This is a beat up
Miracle.
Lord. Can they defend?
JP trying to tank the damage.
Go for it, 3mar.
Traction pulse already dead.